Hey, and this is
Nope.
Domicito, and
Nope.
welcome to the 15th episode
Nope.
of Peer Pressure. How's everyone
Nope.
doing today? So,
And
cue my theme music, the one that I made.
Peer pressure. Pressure. Peer pressure.
And we're live. All right. Yo, this is Brandon, and this is the 15th episode. Actually, it's the 16th episode of Peer Pressure. Today, I'm here with my co-host, Domicito.
I always want to point out something really quick. I hate Brandon's host voice. And today,
Hey, man,
I'm
can
here
I-
with my host, Domicito.
You would hate my phone voice.
You would hate my phone voice.
You would-
That's for sure my phone.
I've heard it
All right.
multiple times.
Wait, who is that third voice we're hearing? Whoa. Today, we have a special guest in the building.
Let me get that intro real quick.
You know,
Coming, hold on. I need to redo this. Coming all the way from the continent of India.
No, brother,
Hey,
that's,
coming
not,
from
that's
Poland.
not a continent.
What's
dog.
what's
That's
the
a
continent?
country.
Okay, what's the continent?
on, bro.
What's,
Come on,
what's the
dog.
continent India's on?
Asia.
Damn,
dog.
I was like, oh, they probably
It's
don't know.
Asia,
hopefully.
dog.
I'm sorry.
are you kidding me?
I meant you know what I meant.
Play the theme music.
Peer pressure.
Bum 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 bum. bum.
We got Simrat Gill in the building today, everyone.
What's up, guys? Glad to be here.
Simrat Gill, aka, throw me AKAs real quick one time.
No. You throw one, I'll throw it back.
I don't have any.
Come
That's
on,
why,
let's-
that's why I asked
let's
Simrat to do
AKA
it.
battle right now.
I don't have any.
AKA Rat.
AKA Sam.
AKA the Indian Persuasion.
AKA new post up game.
AKA he got the hot left hand.
AKA Simrat only goes left.
AKA firing from all angles.
AKA volume shooter.
AKA I was about to go too deep, so let's just end it there.
AKA Simrat Ball. AKA formerly Simrat. No, wait, switch that. AKA Simrat Gill, formerly Simrat Ball.
AKA I found $5,000 in the trash can, but I lied about it and it didn't really happen, but I still talk about it sometimes.
AKA I robbed at gunpoint.
3 times. AKA it happened 3 times.
AKA Dre Beats.
Peer pressure.
Everyone, I was a good storyteller back in
Simrat
the
was
day.
a liar.
I was a
You know,
great
hey,
storyteller.
you know what, man? It's all good. We still love him. He's one of our friends, you know.
I love
AKA,
y'all, dog.
AKA it's sick, not
AKA,
seek.
AKA it's Simrat. I
Yo,
love hip hop
yo,
and I love
yo,
Young Jeezy.
Dominic. You know, I heard that.
Simrat, you can't do that right now.
Why can't I do
I'm
that
gonna bleep this whole part out.
Oh.
You gotta know the rules, and that's one of the rules.
Come on,
Yo.
for real, dog.
But anyway,
Brandon got
Simrat,
shook. Look at his eyes.
Simrat, how you feel being on the show? Finally,
I feel good, man. You know, I've been living in Europe for the past.
what country?
I live in Poland.
What city?
Katowice.
Chill with the pronunciation.
What area code?
Shit.
What's
I
the
don't
zip
know.
code, dog?
I don't remember, dog. 9-4 something, dog.
It's all right, man.
Yeah,
But you know what's universal?
Love.
Sexual respect.
sexual respect. I do get that.
You know what I mean?
I do get that.
Yo, can I get something on my chest?
Get it off your chest. The hair?
What's up?
The hair off your chest?
What's up?
Is that funny? Is that a joke? I really gotta get something off my head.
What's on your head right now?
The hair.
Haircut that I just got.
Bro,
Oh,
can you
God.
please? Okay, honestly, just some context. Dominic got a haircut, but he texted us all in group chat,
Wait, how are you gonna give context to a story I'm about to tell?
just letting people know the background of how we found out about the
Let
story.
the
you know?
people
I just want to
know.
let everyone know that this story is very vile.
Simrat, we have
graphic.
some ground rules here where we don't cut each other off.
I apologize.
Since
alright,
you
bro.
already broke it 3 times.
It's alright,
I've
man.
been counting.
I
I
apologize.
have a tally.
We need to have a every time Simrat cuts someone off.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
I will abide by the rules from here on out.
Okay, but how about you just tell it, Dom? Sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
do
it's-
that.
no,
Be
go ahead.
dramatic.
Give some context.
So
Shut up.
can you bleep that, please, Dom? Because you know she's gonna fucking listen to this.
I'm gonna delete my part, not your part.
You're such a no.
Go ahead. Continue.
Oh, for the context, that makes sense. Cause
Yeah,
okay,
that's
anyway.
what I said.
Okay, anyway. So Simrat, no, not Simrat, Dominic, trying to stay fresh for the honeys, you know.
First of all, I was going to Lake Havasu this weekend. I got water stuck in my ear. I had to get a haircut.
You know what it is. He had to, get, a fresh cut.
Get the fresh fade.
Where'd you go? What city did you go to get a cut?
Pomona.
Damn, he went to P-Town.
P-Town.
He went to P-Town, get the
The
fresh
home,
cut.
the home is sugar free.
I would
You
just
know
like to
what it
say
is.
that was the first rule that Dominic broke, was when you switch your barber up for no reason.
Okay, this is the.
Why
okay.
did you go to Pomona, not your regular barber?
Let me
The
explain.
one on fucking Chino Avenue.
So I was at work. I got off work at like 4. I had some more work to do, some light work to finish up in the
Chill
office.
out, bro.
Some paperwork.
Don't you work
Anyway.
with kids, dog?
Yeah, but you got paperwork. Anyways, so I had work still to do. So I told my boss, I was like, I had to get a haircut real quick, so I'm leaving for the weekend. I'm gonna go get a haircut right down the street. I'll be right back. Now, people say like, she told me before I left. She was like, "Are you sure?" Because every time I go get a haircut that's not with my barber,
You don't like it.
she regrets it. So I was like, don't worry, because even though I go to the same place to get my haircut, I never use the same barber. I go to the same shop, but I get a different person to come here every
Dude,
time.
honestly, I feel like that's not a weird thing for like that. For that barbershop. I mean, I know Simrat goes the same dude, but like for the barbershop we go to or we used to go to,
I still go there.
I mean, I'm trying to
Do
grow.
you
I'm trying
still
to grow
go
the
to
hair
the
out.
same one that like I go to?
Yeah, sports cuts. No, it's not. I don't
They're
think so.
not-
It's called
not called sports
Clipping
cuts.
Cuts. Shout out
Yeah,
to Clipping
Clipping
Cuts, our
Cuts.
sponsor this, for this episode 16, Clipping Cuts.
They
Shout
cut
outs.
NBA players.
Shout
here.
out Marvin. I see you, Marv.
Shout out Marvin.
Shout out the one dude who like talks. He talks like this.
Carlos?
Carlos,
Carlos?
the guy who got the first
in
chair.
the first
big
chair?
dude, the big dude.
First
Carlos.
chair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out
Simrat
Carlos.
acting like he knows their
I
names.
know.
Hey, they tight though.
Shout out to the one.
Anyway,
Anyway.
so Dom didn't go there.
No, I didn't go there because I need to get a cut real quick and I need to get back to work. So I looked up a barbershop. Right, first one I look up, $6 haircuts.
With it.
What?
Did you expect
What?
did you expect quality with that price though?
Dog, I could get a foot long for that price. I'm down. $6
Alright.
deal of the day. What? So listen what happened. So I would have been better off. So I get to the barbershop. It's in the cut. It's like I pull up
In the cut.
rolling.
Dude, I was just listening to that tape today actually.
Wiz Khalifa.
Shout out
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Show up. I like walk in line and there's these two dudes outside of the door and they're like, "Oh, you have to get a number." And I was like, "All right, how long's the wait? 45 minutes." I was like,
I'm not down.
I'm not down, dude. $6. If I had time, I would do that. I spend usually like $18 on a haircut
Chill out, big spender.
I spent 22.
because somebody gets the
Chill
beard.
out.
The beard
I gotta get the
fade.
beard, man.
Sim-
I get
got
my
the-
wait. How much you tip?
Like $2 to $3. How much? Well, how much do you guys tip?
No,
though?
wait till you hear. I tip it like it depends. Like my haircut's usually like $12 for the regular cut. They put like how much is it to get your beard? Because I usually get my beard too.
It's almost usually $20 for the everything.
Yeah, I
Like,
usually tip like if it's like 20, I tip like 5.
So
You
we're
tip
getting
$5
so we're telling
tip.
telling people that Simrat's a terrible tipper.
Yeah, he is.
honestly, I didn't know that I should be tipping more to my barber. But I will keep that in mind from here on out.
I'm a terrible.
It's your
tipper.
barber, bro.
I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
They touch your like people see your hair every day.
You know what? I've given them. I
I'm
give,
just saying, like
Your hair gets cut every day.
I give them
dude.
bobbleheads though. Like that should be sufficient.
There's no context to that. The barbershop that he goes to is a sports themed barbershop with like Lakers and Dodgers and Raiders. Shit. And he gives them like bobbleheads from the
oh,
sporting
you feel
events.
you feel the little
Two of those
shells.
bobbleheads.
Anyway,
are
Dom,
mine.
let's get to your
Oh, I'm
story.
sorry, that's impressive. I'm
get your
I'm surprised
story.
that he supports our local barbershop like that. I need to do more.
Support your logo bodega.
Anyway, so I go there, it's full. I'm like, all right, screw this. I'm gonna go to another place.
Yeah.
Warning, graphic warning. This is a very vulgar story. This is not very vulgar, but like this is like an explicit story.
Have a lot of people heard this, or is this a world premiere on Peer Pressure?
I told a couple people in like Havasu,
All right.
probably like 7, 8.
Simrat, do you know?
I have been told the story, but I won't ruin it.
Okay.
Honestly,
'cause I don't know.
It's more. I'll tell it more in detail because I've had time to like think through it.
All right. Let's just go for it.
So what happens is I look up this other place. I don't know how to say the name. It's Jairon. It's Jairon. That's the name of the barbershop.
Okay.
It's if you look at it, it's Giron. If you say it in English, I think it's Giron.
I thought J's in Spanish were the H sound.
Ron.
Okay.
Jamon. It's one of
Ja,
those.
ja, ja, ja.
Ja. That's my least favorite Hispanic thing ever. Have you
Latinx.
seen that?
No.
Instead of laughing, Hispanic
Ha, ha,
people
ha.
Oh, the ha.
they go
That's what
ja
the
ja
ja,
ja
ja,
ja.
ja.
But they in their head it sounds like ha 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 ha.
A lot of Spanish people in my school do it like that way.
Right? Well, okay, go
Anyway,
ahead.
this episode of Peer Pressure brought to you by Bombay.
And
Anyway.
ja 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 ja.
So I pull up. I look it up. I look up another barbershop. It's right down the street. I'm like, okay, it's like 2 minutes away. All right, I'll make it there. Start driving out, and then like I had to make a U-turn to get there. I make a U-turn and I miss it because there's no sign. You know how like stores usually have like a sign on top of the store,
Yeah.
like an electric sign with lights. Didn't have that.
Yeah.
So like I pull around again. I was like, oh, I missed it because my navigation was telling me to turn around. Turn back around. I look in this little like like strip mall. Like it was like that. it was like this little, like, it wasn't a sign. It was an open door with a sign on the door saying Giron's Barbershop. Like, all right, I park. As I'm parking, these little kids are getting out of their car with their mom, and
Yeah.
they're like pulling in the store. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to wait behind them and stuff. So anyway, like I go in, the guy like is greeting them. He's like, okay, I'll be with you. Oh, first of all, I've been doing Duolingo for a minute.
Hey, shout out to that's our sponsor for this week as well, Duolingo.
I've been working on Duolingo.
I
for
just
a
like to
minute.
give some context to this. I've seen Dominic practicing, and he straight up is using an app on his iPhone,
I bet-
repeating words that the phone tells him to say.
Isn't that what Duolingo is?
No,
though?
but I was doing it before War of the Planet of the Apes because I had to get. You had to do it like
yo,
every
I'm
day.
still trying to see that though. High key,
Crazy.
It was amazing.
it was a good.
Apes.
Apes.
Stop
Stronger
spoiling it.
together.
Stop, I haven't seen it. Stop
That's not
spoiling
a
it.
spoiler. At
That
all.
is a spoiler.
They say it in the second movie if you've seen it.
I've seen it.
You haven't.
I've seen the
No,
second
because
movie.
they say that in the second.
Because
movie.
maybe I forgot.
Yeah, because you have a shitty memory.
Okay, fuck you. Go ahead. Continue with your stupid story.
So I go in the shop. These two, like, the dude comes out, and I've been practicing my Spanish, right? He speaks to me in Spanish. He's like, he said something about, like, getting your hair cut, and I responded in Spanish. I don't know what I said. I don't know what he said. Responded in Spanish.
You don't.
And he responded back to me. I really didn't understand him
Tom
that
just
much.
blacked out. He just spoke.
Yeah.
He spoke Spanish and blacked out.
my Spanish brain took over. and then he said something back to me. I didn't understand. I was like, see. And he went back. I was like, all right. I was like, fuck. First mistake, thinking I can speak Spanish like that because I can't.
Second mistake, just saying yes.
Yeah, so, all right, see. So he goes back there, he's cutting their hair, and then like I'm sitting there, there's no fucking air conditioning in this place. First of all, if you look to the left, there's like a little table with like a cross on it, and it's like
El Santo Nino.
no, it's like candles and like a picture of Jesus. I'm like, shit, this looks like a worship ground.
Side note, can I cut in really quick?
No.
So when I used to get my haircut before I started growing it out,
Yeah.
a couple years ago, I had a bad experience with places with no AC. Because okay,
The
low-key.
barbershop with no AC?
Yeah,
Or just,
you know
like,
how
places
I
in
low-key
general?
get like sweaty fast, low-key?
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Brandon gets sweaty? No way.
Anyway,
Shocker.
yo,
Yeah.
so every time I'd get in the chair and they would wrap my neck around with the paper and the little like the tarp or whatever that they put on you,
Insta-sweat.
instantly started sweating, bro. And I would see the look on their face, how
Whoa.
uncomfortable they were touching my head. It was so sweaty, and they couldn't point the fan directly at me because all the hair would just fly at them. So they just have to gingerly touch my head, and I was traumatized from barbershops. That's why I low-key stopped getting my hair cut for like 2 years, and I started cutting myself.
Wow. Impressive. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. I used to cut Brandon's hair, side note.
Hey, get
I was the original OG barber of the group. Anyway, so I should like he comes back out. He's cutting these people hair. He's like, "I'll be with you in a couple minutes." And he's like, "Oh, ¿tienes calor?" I was like, "Sí."
yo tengo calor, bro.
Yo tengo calor, eh? So he pulls his fan out and he points it in my direction. I was like, "Damn, this guy's really nice. He's a good guy." And I'm looking up reviews. The dude's like, "Oh, I was in the OC. I came down here. Like, I was looking for a place to get my haircut. Couldn't find one. Finally ended up at this place. Cut me up good. Put a little pic of his fade on the Yelp. And I was like, "Oh man, look like a pretty nice fade."
Looking like a little snack over there.
So I'm like sitting there. I'm looking at Facebook. I'm looking. They were doing the SoundCloud stuff. I was looking at the articles. How it's about to shut down. I was like, "Oh, interesting." The other dude walks in. Right when this other dude walks in, he's in there for like a minute. Then he finishes up with those dudes, with the little boy's haircut or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like he was like, speaking to me in Spanish. He said something like I couldn't understand every word, but he said like, "Are you ready?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "See." Dude, the thing that was weird about this barbershop is like there's like the waiting area, right?
Yeah.
It's like a couch, like a couple chairs, like but the picnic chairs, like not like real chairs.
Yeah.
And then the place where the barbershop is like a counter. It looks like a pawn shop, like a glass counter. You know, like Goodwill where they have the glass counter where you could see inside.
Yeah,
the stuff?
yeah, exactly.
It's like something like that. And then he walks behind this like duct tape gate that says
Wait, it's a gate
yeah, it's like a gate.
made out of duct tape.
Yeah, it says no trespassing. And then he's like,
In English?
Can I just ask a real quick question? How come warning signs didn't like pop up for you?
okay, this is what I'm thinking, right? Okay, you know Mexican spots to eat, right?
Yeah.
The hole in the wall spots.
Yeah.
Those
the best
are
spots.
Those are the best spots.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like haircuts, very similar. You're trying to go like the low key.
Shout out to Deanda.
with the dude who's like skilled with the clips. You know, he's gonna give you a fresh fade, stuff like that. So I'm trying to go to that type of place.
Yeah.
That's where I was trying to go. So I was like, oh man, I found it. Right when we walked through the duct tape no trespassing sign, I was like, man.
Wait, you walked in? Oh, so he took you back
Yeah.
behind?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
So-
Mistake number
Come
one.
on, bro.
So
Mistake number one.
we walk in, right? There's two fucking barber chairs. There's no one there. It's me and him. There's two chairs.
God.
The other chair that has nothing, no clippers, no nothing.
Oh my
And it
God.
still looks, and this looks like a pawn shop. Like it's a small room. It's just two chairs, and there's like a desk right there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, right? Cool. This is like,
Oh,
wow.
see.
I've arrived, right? I found the spot, my new barber. Now, a couple disclaimers. When I get my haircut, I don't like talking. Reason I don't like talking, if you're talking to me, you're not focusing on the cut.
Shut up.
You know what I
bro.
mean?
You're
like
annoying.
you're not focusing all your energy on giving me the best cut that you can.
What are you talking
you're
about,
extra, bro.
That's the whole
You're
vibe
extra.
of a barbershop.
That's
We
the whole
have to have
point, bro.
Conversations with
I
you.
don't give a fuck about the vibe. I'm trying to get a good haircut.
You're annoying.
There's been multiple
Part-
studies
part of
done
their-
on multitasking. You cannot multitask.
Part
It's
of,
like a
part of their
myth.
job is to be able to entertain you with conversation while they cut your hair.
Dog, the only way I like them talking to me is if you know, the barbers who like will cut you a little bit and they'll like back up, they'll hold the clippers like in their two hands like this, and they'll like, oh, what do you think about the Raiders? Like and stuff like that. That's cool. Like if
That's the same. That's the whole.
no. There's some barbers who talk to you while they're cutting your hair and they're not focusing.
I respect that. I understand.
You're
You know what I
annoying.
mean? They're not 100% focused.
Go ahead. Okay, but granted, I don't really talk when I get cut
Yeah,
either. So
I don't talk. I'm short because I'm trying to get a good cut. And I'll talk to him after. And they'll be like, oh man, I wish I would have talked to this guy more. And then I never go to him again because I go to a different barber every time.
Okay, continue. Okay, so now you're in the trespass, the no trespassing
I'm in
area.
the no trespassing area. There's two chairs. And it's just me and this dude, Giron.
That's he
He's
owns
the
that.
owner.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you have the master cut.
Instantly, right when we get back, he starts talking to me. He's like, how do you want your haircut? I was like this. And I was like, I want
In Spanish?
No. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. I was speaking to him in Spanish in the first, and then once he asked me that, I was like, okay, I can't continue. Like, he's gonna know I'm a fraud. I just started speaking English. I was like, I want a 5 on top, a 1 on the sides, 0 taper on the sides, a 0 taper in the back, and square in the back.
Okay.
Right?
Have to get the taper though.
Yeah.
I enjoy the specificity.
And a 1 on my beard.
All right.
And cut my mustache short.
Line up on the beard though.
Oh, come on.
I need to
Okay,
clarify. I need to
and then
clarify.
and then
And he keeps on talking to me. Like,
Yeah.
he's like talking, he's like chatting me up. Like, oh, like, he's like, oh, this is where it gets wild. So, like, there's some warning signs at the beginning. So he's talking to me and he's like, who was your, like, how come I've never seen you before? Like, who was your,
come on, bro.
no, it was like, he was trying to, like, it was like friendly, right?
Yeah.
Like, who was your barber before? How come I've never seen you? I was like, oh, like, I'm not from here. Like, I usually get my hair cut in Chino, like, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I'm your barber now. I was like, oh, okay.
Like forcefully?
No, he was like, look at me. I'm the captain now. Not even like that. It wasn't even like that.
Yeah, obviously.
It was just like, I was like,
Come on, bro.
it was like, I'm your barber now. It was like a joke. I was like, damn, this
Oh, right. I feel.
right off top, this dude seemed pretty cool.
Did you? So you liked him from the jump? Like you?
Like
you
right
guys
away, I was like, man, this guy's kind of nice.
Got good people, right?
Very
good people.
friendly, like trying to talk to me and stuff.
A little too friendly.
It's foreshadowing.
Chill with the foreshadowing.
And then he kept on talking to me, right? And then we were talking. He's like, blah blah blah. He's like, yeah, like this has been my barbershop like 18 years. Like I've been here. Like, he's like, and he pulled out his card. And he had a card on the desk. He's like, look, I'm Giron. I don't know if that's how you
He
say his
said,
name.
"How do you say it? Do you know?"
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It was a heavy Mexican accent, but I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name.
All right, that's fair.
He's like, that's me. That's my number. That's my cell phone number. If you need a cut anytime, call me. Dude, this dude is
Selly off the bat.
This dude's like good service haircut. Like I can call him like if I need a cut 11 p.m. Like, yo, I gotta go out and need a cut. That's what I thought. It was gonna be like my self-service barber, right? Simrat's literally looking at the people who's looked at his snap right now. I just saw it.
Simrat, come on, bro. Stay
Yo,
engaged. Stay engaged, bro.
How
I've
many
heard the
people?
story,
How many
dog.
people peeped my stories?
Does Pharrell check his phone
Seven,
on?
dog.
Yo, I'm
other-
on peer pressure right now. How many?
Pharrell
No.
does, dog.
No, he
and the
doesn't.
other dude.
Bye.
And the other
I'm on
Bye,
peer
Simrat.
pressure right now. How
No,
many
dog.
people know I'm on peer pressure? Anyway, so like he was doing that, and then the first like warning sign, like I don't know what we were talking about, right? Because it's like we talked a lot. We talked the whole time.
Yeah.
He like I had like kind of long hair on top, so he like grabbed it like this, like you know like what white knuckling is. How like when you grab it, your knuckles kind of show. He like grabbed it
Yeah.
kind of hard, and he
Oh,
like
he,
tilts my head to the side a little bit because like, he whispers in my ear, "I'm your barber now."
No way.
I swear to God, I swear to God,
No, wait. He whispered
whispered.
like lips to ear.
Like grab my head, tilted it a little bit, like grab my who's grab my hair.
El pelo.
He goes, "I'm your barber."
hello.
He goes like in the, "I'm your barber now."
Was it,
No
was
way.
It,
Swear to
was
God.
it sensual?
Swear to God.
No way, bro.
It was
sensual?
like that was like the first warning sign.
Come on, bro.
I was like, haha, yeah, like whatever. I was like, I didn't like at that point, like I didn't know what was. I was like,
You didn't know where it was gonna go.
No, in my head, I was like, yo, that's kind of weird, but I mean, I guess this guy's just kind of weird, right? So from there, like he does
Oh,
that a couple
God.
more times. I'm not gonna lie. Like
He does that. The pull your head back.
He kept on saying like I'm your barber now.
Oh
and
my
I was
God.
I was like, what? I was at this point I'm like confused. At this point, you know what I mean? Like I'm like yo, this is kind of weird. Side note, at this point he gets out the straight edge, right? Have you
The straight edge razor, right?
Yeah, the straight razor.
Yeah.
To do your
Sponsored by Bombay. Have you ever got
to do your hair, or your beard.
to do? He's lining me up in the back
Oh, in the
and
back.
like around the ears and stuff. Have you ever got the straight razor?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You know they put like shaving
Don't
cream
say
on-
of course, say like you run
Of
the
course.
shop.
Dog,
Yo, of
Simrat
course.
gets the straight razor a lot.
Of course. I'm just kidding. I'm
Have you
fucking-
seen
gets
my
the
Have you seen my
beard on
beard, dog?
I've seen it, bro.
Yo,
You look like
low-key-
Drake. You look like Drake.
Look,
Low-key.
when Simrat gets like the lineup
Looks
and
like
everything,
Drake.
he kind of
Looks like Drake.
nice.
When I dress up, dog.
But don't, hey, lady.
Simrat
to
gets
all
that
the-
haircut like every once in 3 months.
To all the women who are
Every 2
listening,
weeks,
don't
dog.
gas him up because he looks like Drake a little bit. Don't gas him
Dude,
up.
Real
don't
talk.
even say he looks like Drake because they're automatically thinking like if he's like 2/3, 1/3 of what Drake is, damn, this dude is.
This dude's hot.
Yo, real talk. When I'm in the club
Yo,
and
Simrat
the
is
lights
more-
are dimmed, I do look like.
He said he's about to say I am Drake.
I was gonna say I am.
Simrat has more like if I was to compare him to a superstar, 100% be DJ Khaled.
For sure,
Simrat
1,000%.
is DJ
Simrat is
Khaled.
DJ
I am
Khaled.
not DJ Khaled.
No,
You
let's
are
get, let's
DJ.
just get
He's a
it
dark skinned DJ Khaled.
for sure, for fucking sure.
Anyway, back to. So he's lining me up with the straight razor, right?
Yeah.
No shaving cream, no water, fucking straight like blade to my neck. I'm like, this is kind of strange. Like I could feel it's like not hurting, but it's not the smoothest thing ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, look at your hands. By the way, side note, when he walks out to cut my hair, like I'm not being like prejudiced or anything like that. You know how you see some people? I look at this dude, I'm like, oh, this is gay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
like
I
I'm
mean,
like,
that's fair. That's not like a.
I just looked at him and
Yeah.
I like right before he come in here, I was like, okay, this dude's gay. Like not
just,
I wa-
just an observation, like
Yeah.
nothing like.
I wasn't about to not get my hair cut. I wasn't like thinking anything.
That's
oh,
fair.
This dude's
Yeah,
gay. Like I just saw like, oh, this dude's gay. Like it's the thought came in my mind. So my hands were like on the chair, right? And he's like, look at my hands. Oh, look at your hands. And he was like touching my hands, and he was like, oh, look at I have like veins going down my hands. He's like, oh, look at like very strong hands. Like you have like very manly strong hands. He's like, look at my hands. He puts his hand next to mine. His nails are like long and like pointed kind of, and they're like painted clear. Look
Got
at
the
my
clear
hands.
coat? The clear coat?
Look at my hands. I have hands like a bitch.
No, he didn't say that.
I swear to God. And I was like, haha. I was like,
you just laugh.
I was like, yeah, you do. I didn't know. What do you say to that? What do you say to that? Yo, you look at you have strong hands. I have hands like a bitch. And I was
Damn,
like,
bro, he really wanted you to be zaddy.
wait, wait, that's nothing.
He needs you to be his.
And I was like, yeah. I was like, haha, yeah. And he's like, oh, I need you to take your glasses off.
No.
And I was like, all right, like, cause obviously I always take my glasses.
That's
off.
fair though.
Yeah,
This is,
he-
real
yeah,
request.
but he's like, I got them for you. I got them for you. And I was like, all right, whatever. Takes them off, puts them on his head like this, and like
He puts them on his head.
He puts them on his head, like not on his eyes, but on top of his head, and he was like this, like with his hands out the side, like how do I look? And I was like, I was like, good.
so you gave him a compliment.
So I was, okay, like,
Great.
I didn't know, like in that situation, I was like, I didn't really know how to respond. Like,
Wait, okay, but when he says, "Look at my hands, I have hands like a bitch," and then he takes your glasses off of you and puts them on his forehead and goes,
there was like a 30-second separation between those.
just because he's
They
gay,
didn't happen like
doesn't mean
one
you
after
can't-
the other. You know what I mean?
Just because he's gay doesn't mean you can't tell him to not touch you, dog.
That's what I'm not. I didn't tell him not to touch me. I'm just saying like, okay, look at okay. In my head at this point, I'm thinking like he's like I know he's gay, and I'm just thinking like this is like, it was I thought he was just being like friendly.
Dog, he touched your hand and rubbed and took
No,
your glasses.
okay, no. He didn't rub and take my glasses. He touched my hand like this a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
he caressed it a little bit.
He caressed
No.
it.
He like let me see your hand like that.
Oh, okay. So,
I was not-
so
it
just
was-
to describe what Dom did this time, he just like put his fingertips on
Like
Simrat's.
like a graze.
yeah, like he grazed. Look at my hands. Like, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
You have strong hands
And
with
then,
the veins.
Then he starts like, oh, he's like, I live right here, and this is yo. So
At a
this-
random, he just said, "I live right here."
No. I mean, there's like conversation between. You know what I mean? Like I just remember like the very big points.
Yeah.
Right. And so at this point, he's like, oh, like yeah, but like where do you live? I was like, oh, I live in Chino. He's like, oh, I live right here. You know where the Costco's at? And by the way, this guy had like a very big accent. Like it was hard to understand.
A very big accent.
He's like, do you know where the Costco's at? And I was like, yeah, I know where the Costco's at. And he's like, it's right here off like blah, blah, blah. It's off Mountain or whatever. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And then he was like, oh, Dominic, like Domino's, huh? And he said Domino's with the hardest accent I couldn't understand. I asked him like 4 times. They're like, Domino's. I was like, oh, yeah, haha. They used to call me that in the 4th grade. He's like, hey, like, why you never bring me Domino's?
What?
I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I live right here. Like, do you smoke weed? And I was like, no. And he was like, he was like, yeah, you can come over to my house. Like, you could bring me Dominoes and like. All
And
this-
you was trying to smoke you out?
Yeah, and he was trying to do some other things with me. And you could come to my house, like bring me Dominoes and everything. I was like, all right, yeah, would like, like I don't know, like I don't know you. Like I said some stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Wait,
brush it off.
time out. He said you can bring me Dominoes.
Yeah, he was like, Dominic, like Dominoes. How come you never bring me Dominoes?
Damn, bro.
Right?
And this, by the way,
Another warning sign.
if you're just joining us, this is a barber that Dominic just met. He's in the no trespassing section of the barbershop.
Wait.
All right.
So then he does that weird like I'm your barber shit. I was like, he gave me a mirror and I forgot what I was looking at. I was like,
How deep in the cut are you? Like, how far in the
I think
haircut
I'm
are you?
halfway through now.
All right.
So it's like kind of weird. I'm kind of weirded out at this point, right?
Yeah.
Hands me the mirror,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Oh, how does this look?" I was like, "Oh, can you do it like a little bit shorter?" I forgot what it was, right?
Yeah.
Like, can you do this a little more? He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'll do whatever you want." I'm your barber. Leans over, whispers in my ear, like he's like, "Yeah, like well, however you want. You're in charge. You're in charge. I'm your barber." Goes behind me, whispers in my ear, "I'm your bitch."
No. No.
Yeah. At this point, I'm
Bro.
like, all right, all right. This is
So then, what? How do you respond to that? What did you say?
dog. Okay, I was like, huh.
You gave an awkward chuckle.
Dog, I was hella confused. I was like, I was like, like,
You didn't even ask what you mean though. Like you just straight up said,
what? I knew what he meant.
Honestly?
Hey, yo, I'm your barber. I'm your bitch. Yo, what do you mean?
Honestly, bro, I wouldn't know how to. In that moment, like, well,
Right?
what the fuck do you do?
Dog, it's only me and him in this fucking barbershop. He has a.
Can anyone see
straight-
into the?
No, you can't see.
It's a closed door.
Yes, it's not a door.
It's a duct tape.
But there's like a little like a barrier, like you can't see. Like, it's almost like another room with a little entrance. But it's not a door.
Honestly, did you feel scared at all? Like
No.
at all? No.
Okay, this is my thing because like he was doing this like weird shit, right?
Yeah.
In my head, like the first time he said something, I was like, God, fuck, I'm gonna have to fade this dude up. Like first thing I thought.
you thought you got the fight. Huh?
Wait, which?
This dude's like 50, 60. He's
thought-
an older dude.
You thought you got to throw down?
And that's exactly what I didn't want to do. I wasn't trying to make this a deal. I wasn't trying to like fuck this fool up in the middle of the barbershop and like have to like, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't
Make a scene, right?
Yeah, I could have. Like I'm not like saying like I wasn't scared or anything. Like this fool was like old. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
could have for sure like fucked him up.
Hey, we get it, bro. You're tough.
I wasn't trying to do that. Like I was like, oh,
Yeah.
let me get my hair cut. And like to be honest,
Yeah.
there's two things.
What's up?
I didn't want him to fuck up my haircut.
You're so
Honestly, when you first told me the story, and when everyone, including me, was questioning you at the time that
Yeah.
why didn't you confront him, like when he was doing all this weird shit, and then like 10 minutes after the conversation, I realized I don't think I would have said anything because my beard is my pride and joy.
Dog.
I cannot. I do not want a barber.
I love you,
fucking.
Simrat.
I don't want a barber fucking
I
on
love
my
you
beard.
forever,
Dog.
Simrat.
Like my beard is so nice.
If someone's cutting your hair, like that's like you don't want to mess with the person.
I respect that.
Like don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Exactly.
Same shit. Don't bite the hand that cuts you.
Don't bite the hand that calls you.
Shut up.
I'm a bitch. Don't bite the hand that says I'm a
He
bitch.
really like whispered in my ear like, "I'm your bitch." I was like, I was like, all right. But that and I had this tendency, and I'm not gonna lie, like when I get in certain situations and I know shit's about to be wild, I have a tendency to be like
Stay in it.
at a lot of times people will be like, "Yo, I gotta leave." Like J. Cole has this line. It's one of my favorite lines of all time.
Yeah.
He's like, "They ran when the guns came out. We moved closer."
Is that Two Face?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it is
It's
Two-Face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that line really defines a big portion of who I am because it's like when shit goes down, right? Like you could either stay and like see, yo, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Or you can leave. And leaving is the safer route and like you'll be it's like obviously it's like you'll be fine if you leave, right?
Yeah.
But there's a curiosity in me, or even when it's like this dude is like obviously I feel uncomfortable. I'm like,
Yeah.
let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm always doing things. You know how people say like, do it for the gram?
Do it for the story.
I do it for the story. 100%. I do it. I'm like, man, I think about the people I'm gonna tell later. Like, I can't wait to tell Jordan this story. Like, because
Shout out to
Wait,
Jordan.
time out.
Jordan laughs at my life, and I appreciate.
Hold up. Hold up. So you let it continue so you can see how far the story would go?
Yeah, 100%.
What is wrong with
So
you,
I'm like,
dog?
man, this is gonna be wild. I already knew. I was like, man, this is gonna be wild. Let's see what happens. Okay, but if this dude was like a big dude, like 6'8", like buff, I would have been like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I would have dipped.
Okay, so to push forward with the story, after he sponsored by Bombay, after he does that, what's next? Like, what happens?
He cracks my neck. So
Wait.
so he's like
Sounded sexual. Though.
he's like standing behind me, right? And he's like, you know how the barbers do that little thing where they like move your head to the side?
Yeah.
They're trying to like check it out.
Yeah.
So he does that, right? Cracks my neck. He like
Purposefully.
like the crack that kind of
Purposefully.
crack. Yeah,
like
cracks,
a chiropractor.
Yeah, cracks my neck.
He could have killed you low key.
I let out this noise like this, like
had the razor too.
I was like, whoa. I was like, like I literally like a shot. I didn't know he was gonna do that. He's like,
You gave an audible yelp.
I made that noise, right? Is that the noise you make when you come?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No,
Swear to
for
God.
real.
Stop.
Sure God. And I'm like, nah. I didn't know what to say.
Bro,
I was like, no.
are you kidding me?
I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. And then he's like, I forgot what the fuck he said about after that, but he said some other weird shit after that. Then you know how they look at you to try to like check out your fade, like to try to make or
Make sure it's even, right?
He's like doing it. He's like, you're so fucking cute. And I was like,
No.
and I was like,
He was aggressive about it.
he was aggressive as fuck. And he kept on doing that shit that I'm your barber, I'm your bitch. Like
It's a routine.
This was going throughout the thing. Like whenever I would be like, oh, can you cut this a little bit more on the side? Granted, I'm still trying to get a good cut. Like so like, I'm still like in there like trying to like figure this shit out. So that's happening. The last like pretty weird thing he said to me was like he was cutting my neck. You know how they cut your neck at the end of the cut?
Yeah.
And then he was cutting me and he was like, oh, you have a lot of hair in your neck. And I was like, yeah, like I had to like all the barbers hair.
Yeah,
like,
I'm a hairy guy.
I had to cut that. And he's like, and so he gets close to my ear. He's like, you have a lot of hair in your dick too.
No.
Please, dude. Oh my god. This is very inappropriate. By the way, hey,
I
warning.
said-
Yo, this is
Dog, this is real
crazy.
life. This is nothing I wanted.
This shit
came
fell upon
to
you.
me.
Ladies and gentlemen, not safe for work.
For real.
NSFW.
NSFW.
So he says that, right? And I'm like, like no. Like I try to keep that taken care
Come
of.
on, bro. Come on, bro.
And he's
I try to manage that.
He like points.
I laugh at the fact that you gave him a detail about it. Like, no, I take care of it.
What do you say back?
Nah,
Like,
don't
yeah,
reply.
my shit's wild. Like take care.
Just
of
be
me.
like, nah. Just
What
say
he says-
no, dog.
He points to the card after, and he's like, "Hey, anytime. This is my cell phone number. You call me. You need a haircut. You need your dick cut,
He said that.
dog. Yes, you call me." And I was like, "All right." I was like, got that. Put it. Keep that in mind.
Bro.
So this is the worst. In my opinion, this is the worst part. So all that shit happens, right? There's probably more, honestly, that I can't even remember. It was just like nonstop. Like this shit was wild.
Yeah.
I go to pay. I'm thinking like, yo, I played along a little bit. You know what I mean? I was like, playful, like fucking around, like whatever. Like I thought it was a joke at first. So I was like, oh, you're funny, dog. And then you start saying shit about cutting my dick hairs and all that. Then I knew he wasn't joking. Then we go to the cash register and he's like, all right, it's gonna be $15. I was like, fuck, I only got a 20. I gave him the 20. I was like, hey, keep the change.
You gave a $5
Dog,
tip.
I wasn't
dog.
trying to be in that room with him and like have him like give me change and like
What? Okay.
He probably thought you liked all that weird shit.
Was it a good cut though?
Dog, I think it wasn't like
Bro, I'm not gonna lie though. When you were at house, it was a little uneven in the back.
dog, that's bullshit.
I swear to
Okay,
God.
that's the only thing I can't see is the back. When I looked at it, it looked fine. Any cut, if you look at my mustache, he lined my mustache a little bit up more than I usually get.
And did you like that?
Yeah.
That's how he keeps you
And
coming
the thing
back
was,
to him.
okay, you know how you're getting your beard cut like right here,
Yeah.
right under your lip. There's
I
a
wouldn't
little
know.
patch of hair.
I wouldn't know
I love
that.
that patch.
I wouldn't
and
know.
And you know how like you have to do that weird thing with your lip where you go,
Yeah, you gotta
like
suck
bite your lip.
Suck your lip in, yeah.
I always feel weird doing that with barbers. And
Yeah.
I was like, and I did it one time to this barber. And she's like, oh, no one ever does that. And I feel weird asking them to do it. The one thing was, this guy was like gay and he was like on my dick and shit. So like, I was like doing all that shit. I was like, bro, cut me over right here. Like, I wasn't afraid of him to get in and cut all my shit. I wasn't like weary. So he cut all the good shit. Like he got me like a clean fade.
You weirded me out, dog.
But So I go back to work.
Yeah.
Right, and like my bosses are there. And I was
You
like,
didn't go. You didn't wash. Oh, you had to go back to work. You didn't.
I had to go
like-
back to work.
That's annoying.
Wait. go back
Wait,
to work.
time out. Side note. Brandon, because I already asked
Yo,
Dom this.
what's up?
Brandon, do you need to take a shower after your haircut?
For sure.
I am the same.
have
way.
to. I have
I
to.
don't know
Me too.
how people can like go to work even if you have
like
I
right
have
after
to take a
you're
shower.
like I have to like change my clothes. Like
Exactly.
Yo, it's
I
the
wear
worst.
like
Really shitty clothes,
yeah,
right?
like just clothes I
No, I
know
feel
I'm
the same
throwing
way.
the wash for it.
I feel the same way. But you know,
This is a special case.
when you gotta get business done, you gotta get business done.
That barber was trying to get business done with you.
He was
Pause.
100%. He's my barber. He's my bitch. How many people can say that their barber is also their bitch? Because I can.
I'm proud of you.
Does
You
that
know what I
mean
mean?
you accept him as your bitch?
I'm not saying I don't. I'm just kidding. So I go back to work, right? And then like my boss, was like, "Oh, how's your haircut?" I was like, "Yo, I got a story. Really? Like, let me go to the bathroom, wash my shit off." I needed. We had like a first aid kit. I needed alcohol pads because this dude lined me up with just like a. It was basically like you grabbed a kitchen knife and lined me up.
Wait, he didn't use any.
No,
Right, the straight razor with just nothing.
and he
Just-
didn't
That's
dab
not
me up with the
with alcohol or anything?
No, not after.
aftershave.
Yeah,
That's not safe at all.
that's what I'm saying. So I went right.
You gave him a $5 tip, dog.
I wasn't trying to like deal with this shit. I was
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, whatever. I'm trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
So he gives me the alcohol. I get alcohol pads. I'm wiping off, and I tell him the story, right?
Yeah.
And this is where the story gets real, right?
Yeah.
Because like I was like in my head, right? This whole story was actually funny. Like I actually thought it was funny.
Right.
If this were to happen to and we checked the Yelp reviews, right? There was a Yelp review in Spanish of this woman taking her nephew to the barbershop. I don't know how the nephew is. And reporting in Spanish. Good thing I was doing Duolingo because I could understand some of it. But
All right.
also Yelp has a translate button where it translates.
Good looking out Yelp. Sponsored by Yelp.
So, and it said how he got like sexually harassed, and his nephew felt very uncomfortable. And they talked to his nephew and said like, "Do you want to report it?" He's like, "I don't want to see him again." And they didn't report anything, but they put the review on Yelp. I couldn't,
Damn, bro.
yeah. So that happens. I told him the story, right? And not the first thing, but one of the things my boss asked me is like, "Why didn't you like leave, or why didn't you tell him to stop, or something like that?" Right?
Yeah.
And like I thought about it, and I was like, in the moment, like you don't think about that. Like I was like, I was very confused. Like to be fair, I actually got sexually harassed and or sexually assaulted, like 100%. Like and it feels weird saying that because like it's like because I'm fine. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I'm fine. Like I think it was funny. Like I actually thought it was funny. Like even telling the story, I think it's a funny story.
Right.
I don't feel affected by it. But by the book, if you like, I was sexually assaulted, sexually harassed.
Yeah.
So when she asked me, like, why didn't you ask him to stop? I thought back and I was like, I was confused. 2, I was, like didn't really know how to respond in that situation.
Yeah.
3, this dude had basically a knife to my neck. And I wasn't trying to have him mess with my haircut or slice my neck open. So I was like, so she asked me that question. And in that moment, I 100% understand when some people get raped or when they get sexually like assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
One of the common questions they ask is like, why didn't you just tell him to stop? Like, why didn't you say no?
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
And it's like I people wouldn't like, I wouldn't understand because I'm not gonna lie, like I don't think that all the time, but like when someone says that, like that thought, I allow that thought to enter my mind. Like, yeah, why didn't they say no? Like I entertain it for a little bit and like wonder like about the situation, like why they didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I try to imagine like they're in that situation. There's no way like I could understand. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I understand that I couldn't understand, but then being in that situation and being hit on by someone who is like,
Like not even just being hit on, being like that crossed the line of being hit on.
exactly
For sure.
right. And I was like,
That's your personal space.
Even like that goes back to like catcalling. People that catcall and like get catcalled, that's like assault, bro. And this is deep. Not saying this is worse or deeper than catcalling, but this was like, yo, he was in your ear, like
not only that,
saying some wild shit.
how often does it happen to girls on a daily basis?
For sure.
This
For
is the,
fucking
this
sure.
is the first time something like this has happened to me in real life. how many times do girls do with this, like in
All
their
the time.
life?
Yeah, no,
Like,
for
The
sure.
girls in our group tell
Women,
us
the
in
women-
Vegas.
the women in our
I
group.
apologize.
No, we're good.
The women in our group tell us all the time. Like when we go to Vegas, they
Within
get
the-
assaulted all the time.
Within the month, they probably hear things
For sure.
worse than I've just heard on one day.
Like like no one even they don't even have to whisper that shit. They yell that shit across the street. You know,
Right?
You know what I mean?
Not even that. Not even whispering it, but like the things you'll see like on like the things you see on like social media and stuff like that. The things you hear in like rap songs. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a girl, so like those things don't hit me as hard. I'm not gonna lie because like I can be like, yo, that's not right, but they don't hit me as hard as like actually someone saying that to you or being in an environment where that happens. I could bet if girls go to Vegas, how many times they get their
Yeah,
ass
bro.
grabbed when they don't want to get their ass grabbed.
Yeah.
How many times people say like uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm not trying to cut you off.
Yeah.
Side note, did you know the ASAP mob, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear what had
A$AP
happened?
Bari?
Yeah, you know ASAP Bari,
is wild.
the dude who, just for
Yeah.
some context, he's like, in his Instagram bio, he says creative director, stylist, art director, and he makes clothes and shit for like ASAP or whatever.
Let's move my mic. I'm sorry. Okay.
That's fair. And recently, going along with the theme, there was a video that was like, I don't know if it was leaked or released on the internet somehow.
No, it was Snapchatted.
It was Snapchatted.
Snapchatted.
By whoever was with him, and
Yeah.
it's like it depicts a dude in the bed. There's one girl covering her face like with the covers, like with the blankets, because I'm assuming she didn't want to be filmed, right?
Yes.
And something along the lines of like, yo, like you, ASAP Bari is standing on the edge of the bed.
ASAP Bar is the dude not in the bed, right?
ASAP Bari's
he's-
not the
he's
dude in the
outside the
bed,
bed.
right? He's outside the bed. But then something along the lines of like he says when like you fucked my assistant, like just like suck my dick or something like that.
Yeah.
He said bitch, like that's important, like the emphasis on bitch. He said you fucked my assistant, so now you gotta suck my dick, bitch.
Yeah, bro. And then she's like, Bari, the girl like in her
heard
tone.
it.
The girl's like in her tone, like, Bari, like, for real, just stop it already. And she's like getting out of the bed naked, and then someone's like, go to the fucking bathroom, bitch.
And he
like
slapped
slaps her
her
ass.
ass.
And he
she-
follows her too.
And she sounds distressed, bro. Like,
Dog, she sounded like she was crying.
yeah, bro. She sounded like extremely uncomfortable. And that's like not a good that's not a good
ASAP
look.
Rocky
Dog,
responded.
not only is
That's terrible.
I think, to be fair, I'm not trying to like call you out.
That's fair. Well, I
Saying
mean,
that's not a good look is almost disrespectful.
saying
Because
that's a
it's-
downplay of everything.
yeah, and I know you. And I know you didn't mean
You know
like
what I
that.
mean.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
That-
mean.
That is like, dude, that's horrible.
It's disgraceful. Like it's not a good look. I don't know what else to say.
No,
like
I
it's
know what you
terrible.
mean. No, that's like that's
Yeah.
It's really even ASAP Rocky responded.
what did he say?
He was on stage. I forgot who he was performing with, and
He
I forgot
performed
which
telephones with ASAP Rock, with Tyler the Creator.
Okay, and so he changed the line and said ASAP Bari is a bitch.
Yeah.
and like someone caught it on video, and I read like he says it super quick that people don't catch it, but when you hear the video, he clearly says it.
And you know, ASAP Bari is like off the. He just he just premiered a like clothing line collection
Yeah.
like in during Men's Fashion Week, like on the runway and shit.
Yeah.
And bro, and he tried to put out this weak ass statement like on Instagram saying, you know, there's a video that was released without my permission, blase blase, and like I was raised by strong women who taught me to respect
Bullshit.
everyone.
Fuck that.
And like
And did he address what he did in the video?
Hashtag
let me
damage
actually pull it out
quote,
like
unquote.
and then let me read the statement because
Dog, okay. Speaking on like ASAP Rocky, I think it's important for people who are like associated with people like that. Like, okay, this goes into something like we want to talk about later, but
Yeah.
like, how do you associate like someone's actions when they do something like that? But it's like your close friend. Let's just say, right, Brandon, you did something like that.
right,
You're one of my good friends,
yeah.
and I was a public figure, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I'm a public.
Let's say
figure.
Dom's a rapper finally,
And I'm famous as
I'm in
shit.
his clique.
Yeah.
Domacito,
and you do something like that. I
Yeah.
think it's important for me to like,
Oh, you got to.
but at the same time, like, how much do those actions affect like the person? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Who, which
you,
person?
like
Me or you?
Me loving you as a person and me still being by your side.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? How can you disassociate? Like,
Right.
if we go to like the R. Kelly thing, right?
Yeah.
So the R. Kelly thing, what happened was R. Kelly is famous, like world renowned R&B singer,
Right.
like one of the
icon.
one of the most famous R&B singers of our generation.
Highly questionable.
100%.
As a person, not as an icon.
Oh yeah.
But as a
yeah,
person,
he's
as a
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
come on now.
no. As a person, highly
Famously,
questionable.
he has the there's a video of him pissing.
Have you seen the video?
I've never seen the video.
I've never seen it. Either.
I've seen
Don't
the
wanna
video.
see- Of
God.
course, that's That's Simrat for you. Ladies
So
and
what
gentlemen.
is
There's
the
a video
video?
posted of something that's crazy. I'm gonna watch it.
Wait,
He-
side note. Oh, wait, actually, go ahead. Sorry.
He peed on a 15-year-old girl, and it was recorded in a video. And there's a whole court case on it. There's a Dave Chappelle thing on it and stuff like that. Now evidence just came out.
Don't
or,
forget
like,
the other stuff though, dog.
what?
Like just for context, he was with Aaliyah when she was 15.
Oh yeah.
And trapped in the closet.
Didn't
No, no,
someone?
no, no.
Did he? Wait. Okay.
No, no,
I
he
don't know.
was
I
with-
could be wrong. Did he get married?
Yeah, he was married with Aaliyah.
when she was 15.
No, no,
She
no,
was
not when she was 15. She was like 16, 17.
So much better. So much better.
Oh, so they
No, no,
started
no.
dating at 15?
No, 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 no. Not only that, she was 15. She released the album "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number," completely written by R. Kelly. He wrote. He
That's
wrote.
like some brainwashing shit.
he wrote an album
it really is.
for Aaliyah
About them.
about
Yo.
not caring what age the man is. That's some other. So this article came out about him.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
this article came out about him, and what happened was he has like 2 houses, one in Atlanta and one in Chicago.
Yeah.
And he has girls, like I think it's like 6 different girls that live in those each houses, and they live with him. And he like apparently they're brainwashed. Their parents are saying that like he met them under the guise of making them into another R&B star, which by the way is very familiar to the story he had with Aaliyah. Then he
Wait. By the way, I don't know the context, but was Aaliyah super popping before?
she was like about
Buzzing?
to
Like, she was
pop.
buzzing?
Yeah,
to.
she was buzzing, about to pop.
Was that album wasn't with Timbaland, right? Like he didn't executive produce that album. It was that
AJ
was,
nothing but a number.
yeah.
I think he did. I don't
Tim,
know. I don't know.
Timbaland did that.
I don't know. No.
Okay.
I know R. Kelly wrote the album. I don't
Yeah.
know how much Timberland did on it.
Right.
Anyway.
Go forward. Yeah.
So he's like, he has these girls, and these girls like recently spoke out. Well, the girls' parents, how like he met them under the girls under the guise of
Yeah.
making them into the next pop star, and like he recruited them, like brought them on tour, and now they live at his house. And there's like a main girl who is like the older girl and teaches them all the things R. Kelly likes sexually, and he
Bro.
buys them a new phone, and they can only call people they can only contact him, and if they want to contact anyone else, they have to get approval from him.
Yeah.
They have to wear what he wants to wear.
Have you heard that he like makes them wear tracksuits, like big tracksuits, to not show their body off?
Their beauty.
They
He wants to get
can't.
the beauty into
They can't like
themselves.
look at other men. They have to like face the wall and shit.
And one time, 2 of them were in a taxi, and one of them like said something or laughed at one of the taxi men's jokes, and the other one called R. Kelly saying like, "Yo, he laughed at one of their jokes."
There's also another story that he went to Subway with one of his girls, and she was like just talking to the cashier guy, and he
That'd be
slapped
too friendly.
and he slapped the shit out of her outside of Subway,
What the fuck?
according to a parent.
So, with all that happening, obviously that's wrong. But also, they're calling it a cult.
A sex cult.
I 100% believe that.
Because
It sounds like these girls are brainwashed. It sounds like by the way he talks to them, because one of the girls' friends from college, her roommate or something, what used to happen was like she didn't believe that he was talking to R. Kelly or she was dating R. Kelly.
right.
So she would like, yo, like show me evidence. So she would like put him on speakerphone, and he'd be like, "What are you wearing?" He's like, "Next time, like get used to when I ask you what you're wearing, you tell me what color panties you're wearing."
Bro.
And there's like very controlling language, right? And then she
Yeah.
stopped seeing him, and she
Yo, but I don't mean to cut you off.
go ahead.
But like, the thing is that people still fuck with R. Kelly. Like, people still really fuck with that
Dog,
dude.
that's what.
I got some thoughts on that.
What's
I-
up?
Go ahead.
So it's just crazy because like when this stuff came out, and I'm obviously just want to clarify, I 100% believe that what R. Kelly is doing is cult like,
Yeah.
and he's brainwashing. But and I hate to play devil's advocate, I really hate it. But just to state it,
What's up?
one of the girls, the main parents who came out, who started this article, the daughter of those parents already came out and said, pretty much summarizing her response was that.
There was a couple
Yeah.
girls' parents who came out and said that like R. Kelly's brainwashing them.
And I don't know if multiple girls came out, but one of the girls came out in an article and said, "My parents are completely wrong. She's 19 years old, by the way, but she said, I'm completely fine. I just don't want to speak to my parents. I don't need to. Like, we haven't really spoken in 6 months. I'm happy and I'm pursuing my career.
couple
R.
of them-
Kelly's
Bro.
helping me."
I think 2 of them said
So
that.
This
It
is
like
some
two
shit.
of
so
them.
there's from a legal standpoint, there's obviously that like whole crazy, like, what do you do? You know,
You
like
can't do anything.
you can't do anything. And like, do I believe R. Kelly is doing something wrong? Yes. Do I believe he's gonna get in trouble? No, because the person that he supposedly or allegedly is doing it to has already publicly stated, "I'm good." So so these parents they're not gonna do anything except talk about it, which is still fine because you're raising awareness. And obviously with the new day and age of social media and Twitter and all that, everything's blowing up. Now, my whole other thought process when I was really thinking about this, because I was talking to Tracy, and
Shout out to Tracy,
shout out
one
to
of
Tracy.
our good friends.
And she was obviously feeling some type of way, and she was like, she was not about it, and she was saying that, I'm not supporting R. Kelly no longer, and I'm not even surprised with everything that's happened in his past. So this is my whole, like, when I was talking to her, my thought process was, it's just crazy because, like, okay, you look at other celebrities where they've had similar instances like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for example, Michael Jackson with the kids. Now, obviously,
Michael
before
Jordan with the swim move.
so obviously, just to give some context, if you somehow don't know what
I
was,
like how context is a thing. Shout out Paloma.
Shout out to Paloma for the context.
I don't know you, Paloma, but shout out you. But yeah, so obviously, Michael Jackson had a history of alleged child molestation. He was accused. He's never been, convicted. At every trial he's ever been on for these was acquitted. He was acquitted.
Yeah.
So, and then I remember reading articles because this is a while ago. I was curious about this, and he went through. This is obviously controversial, and he obviously lost a fan base. But once he was acquitted, a lot of the fan base came back, and on top of that, when he passed away, it was like it never happened.
Yeah.
You don't really hear about people talking about.
Yeah.
So same thing with this R. Kelly thing. He's already had multiple instances with
For spanning a decade or more, whatever.
like this the
Multiple-
stuff with the
multiple
Leah,
occurrences.
the peeing on the girl thing. This is years old. Like
yeah.
it's been mocked already by media, by shows and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
When I think R. Kelly, I don't think of people talking down upon him.
No, but
And
when
s-
Ignition comes on, you get off.
Yes.
I was
When
about to say.
Ignition remix comes on, bro,
I'm a
you
Flirt
can't
remix, like these songs, Bump and Grind.
step in the name of. Come on, bro.
You're still
Like,
you're rocking out to these
When it
like
com-
it never happened.
The main question is when it comes down to it, when you're at a party and Ignition remix comes on, are you not gonna dance to that song because of who R. Kelly is as a person?
right. I don't know. Can you separate the artist from the?
Morally, in my head, I shouldn't. But as a music fan, Ignition is my top 5 songs of all time.
Okay,
Like that shit comes
Dominic-
on and I will lose my shit
No,
regardless
yeah,
of the
bro.
situation.
See, the thing with that is like, it's like taking the power out of a word in the way. Like it's
Yeah.
on its own, it's a great song. You know what I mean? Like on its own, it's a great song. But do you separate it from him? Like, do you separate that from R. Kelly? Do you separate like bumping like what's that song? My mind's telling me no.
It's
Bump and Grind.
Bump and Grind. Do you separate all those songs from the man who like did? Same with Michael Jackson. You know
Or
what I mean?
is it possible for you to say this is a good song? He's not a good person.
Like okay,
That's-
same thing with Chris Brown.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like Chris Brown.
Wait, can I put some historical context?
What's
Go
up?
for it.
So we talk about presidents.
Yeah.
We talk about George Washington, Thomas Jefferson,
Right.
people who were great, who founded this country and did a lot of great things. Slave owners.
Slavery.
Slave owners.
For real.
Can you separate the good? Like, is it possible to praise someone for the good things they did, for in R. Kelly's case, the good songs they made,
Yeah.
and still condemn them for the bad people they were and the bad thing, not the bad people they were,
The bad things they've
the
done.
bad things they've
Honestly,
done. Is
though,
that possible?
like because they're on a pedestal, or like not like just because they're lifted by society. Like I feel like we know more about them than we should. I mean, but not like saying that what they're doing is okay behind closed doors. I'm just saying we take them and then we see both sides. Like we see their good and their bad things. But not saying
Are
I'm
you
not,
saying we see both sides like Chanel?
Shout out Frank.
that's a double
This
edge, it's a
Saturday, July
knife.
22nd. We're waiting for you.
Yo, FYF, I'm ready for you, Frank. Anyway,
But back to this, no, but serious question though, serious, and this is where like my whole thought process it landed to this question: is it our fault in general, our society, that R.
I hate
Kelly?
the way Simrat says like
Society.
Society.
with the hard T.
Society.
Hold on, let me finish, let me finish, please.
Society.
Yeah, go for it.
Is it our fault that people like R. Kelly, Chris Brown, that they're relevant, that they're still allowed to, to do what they do because we still appreciate the music or whatever their
Bro,
art that they give.
I don't know how people-
Is
okay.
it our fault because we're still giving them the money that they give,
Bro.
or that they get?
Chris Brown really fucked up Rihanna, bro. Like he
Beat
really
the shit
fucked
out
her
of
up.
her. Like the pictures
He
are there.
really fucked her up. Like
I remember recently I read the police report.
yeah, bro. What happened? She had to duck and like
She was crazy.
she was
He beat the
he
shit
took
out
her
of
phone and shit. Like he slammed her against the window, bro. And when Yo comes on, I get out of my chair. When Yo comes on,
so
I
what's
get out
your
of my
answer,
chair.
though?
every time.
What's your answer though? So what is it our fault though? Because this is technically support. We still support an artist who's done some bad shit.
Okay, Martin Luther King,
Yes.
one of my favorite people of all time, right?
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite, like one of the people that we read about in the history books. We read about, like, everyone knows who he is.
But
Cheated on his wife.
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. For real.
Do you? How many people look at him for that? You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm not excusing any of the things these people have done, but like I don't know what because morally I should feel like I shouldn't like those songs because it came from a place that isn't in line with something that I agree with.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, you look at Steve Jobs and a lot of these people who've done a lot of things, they have a dark side to them. They've done a lot of bad things in their life.
Right.
But I guarantee you, if you look at a lot of people have these good things that they've done, but they're people. They make mistakes.
Yo, but
But to be fair, I'm not saying like what Chris Brown did or R. Kelly.
like
It's a
R. Kelly is
mistake.
not a
Yeah.
R. Kelly
Yeah.
is not yeah. But like we to a degree we're all like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like I feel like I'm not trying to like get
Magnified?
it's like it because of the level of like fame they have or whatever they're under
Their platform.
it manifests bigger or like it just does some extra shit. I feel like because whenever I don't know what it is about being a celebrity or being lifted up by society. The shit you do is like way worse.
Look at Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Like not like to be like a joke, but like all these celebrities, like you see them fall out and you see all this the Rob Kardashian, Black China
Tiger
shit,
Woods.
Tiger Woods shit. Like dude, like being on that level and
Yeah.
having that much money and being exposed to public opinion like that, it'll tear you apart.
Simrat, real question. I feel like you know where I'm going with this.
Hit me with it.
Kobe Bryant.
Colorado.
Right. So, just some context. Shout out to Paloma.
Fuck Kobe Bryant.
Okay, chill out. For some context,
You gonna fuck me up with
Simrat's a huge Kobe Bryant fan.
Huge.
He's my idol.
Simrat's dog is named Kobe.
I named my dog after my idol dog.
I named my dog after my idol dog.
That's a bar. I named my dog after my idol dog.
Anyway, so
I'm in the
2003? What was it? 2003?
Gonna get a little 8-bar right there.
2003, Simrat? Was that the year?
off with the 60.
Colorado?
No.
2001, 2002?
2003, yeah, sorry.
Yo, bro. So, I mean, it was a very tough because Kobe's playing amazing, right?
I'll give you this.
Give it to me. Give
Kobe's
it
in
to
the
me.
prime of his career.
This not even.
Not
It's
even.
Like
He's on the
entering
rise.
his
On the
prime.
rise.
So long story short, him and his wife are having marital issues, and he cheats on her in Colorado, like with some random white girl.
Like someone who works in the hotel, right?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if she was an employee, but so after the incident, she stated that he raped her, and so when this accusation went public, Kobe Bryant had a press conference with his wife, and publicly stated that I did not rape her. I did not sexually assault her. However, the sex was consensual. We did have sex. I did cheat on
He
my
did
wife.
commit adultery.
He
Wait.
committed adultery.
Vanessa was in there.
Vanessa was
Vanessa was
that-
at the press conference.
Yeah, she's holding his hand throughout the entire thing.
Bro, honestly,
and his publicly, she supported Kobe the entire time. But in Kobe Bryant's documentary, he stated that they fought the entire time. Like he was gonna lose his wife. Like she was.
believe it.
Right.
She kicked him out. Like she threw his clothes out. He said, like in the
street.
in the street.
It's
yeah.
a TV
Classic.
show. Kobe's life is a movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
But yes, continue. That's the.
But just to like abridge it and just get your like final thoughts on with the theme that we've been going with Kobe Bryant, the man that you like. I'm not gonna say like
Idolize.
I wasn't gonna say idolize. 'Cause I don't know,
Idolize.
but you look up to that man a lot. Like
Yeah.
he played like a maniac after that happened. Like he had, to, have you seen that meme where it's like the judge was like he handed Kobe the ball. It's like, yo, you play
for your life.
bro. Like, how do you just as like quickly summarize? Like, how do you feel about the whole situation, and how do you feel about Kobe Bryant post 2003 Colorado?
Well,
Because also no one
Straight up-
really talks about it anymore. To be
no,
honest,
no
one
one
does.
does because he won 2 more championships after that, and no, just because the fact that that's honestly he brought LA back, which is why people stopped talking about it. People were still talking about it in 07, 08, or 2006 and
That makes me
2007.
mad. That makes me mad.
But it's true that that's just how it is. People will forget if they bring you success.
So if Chris Brown got let's say Chris Brown stopped doing everything he did, and he made the
If he
greatest
stopped-
album of all time.
no,
Yeah.
if
And
he's
people will ignore that he
Yo,
beat the
yeah,
shit
but
out of
that
him.
is what
did that.
happened.
Kanye
That-
did that with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's a little,
obviously
a little
not,
different.
obviously
a
not
little
on that
different.
kind of scale.
Not like that kind of
that's,
level.
That's what happened. Chris Brown beat the shit out of Rihanna. He had a really bad look. He put out, I forgot what the album was called. He put out a
Fame.
good, put out Fame.
it
Fame
good?
Fame went triple platinum.
No, it didn't.
Fame went triple platinum. I'm pretty sure.
Not gonna bullshit though. Like Rihanna's career. Okay, I'm not saying that this is good or bad. Like, but Rihanna's career post 2009 when that
Yeah.
happened, bro, she's a superstar.
I
Like,
think they would have happened either
Huh?
way. I think it would have happened either
Yeah?
way. I don't think you could look at that as a point where like it's
I'm
about-
not saying that it was a turning point, but like, it's
But-
people looked at her different afterwards. I feel like.
Final question.
Well, I didn't answer my question.
Yeah, answer the question, then we got one more
Then I
question.
got
Yeah.
one more question.
To be, it's so difficult because he is my idol, and like I do like look at him as he's like something amazing. But honestly, it humanized him. It literally lowered that platform I put him on. Like, wow, Kobe Bryant can do bad stuff, and although I still love him, yes, I do. Like, people do remind me that he cheated on his wife. Like, he committed
And
adultery.
almost got
He
caught up for- almost got caught up for
he
mullet,
may
like-
or may not have raped that girl.
No, hold on.
He may or may not.
Okay,
like,
hold on.
this is a whole other
Is he
conversation.
clearly? Did he clearly not
No.
rape her?
No.
She
No.
what's it called? I'm not gonna say that whole thing where why didn't she discuss it? Why didn't she show up to the court? Because she didn't show up. That's why he got acquitted. She just bailed, and then they asked her to come back. They were
Yeah.
like, we're gonna have another hearing, and she was like, nah, I'm good. We don't know what happened. We don't. But
Did he settle out of court?
Huh?
Did he settle out of court?
No. There was no settlement. She just straight up dipped. She was like, I don't want to do it. Even though she already started it. Like, it wasn't like she didn't want to go public in the first place. She already went public and already had the first initial hearing. Like, the hearing already started.
I think and this is where it gets a little messy because I think when you have celebrities and there's a possibility of making money off of something, it becomes a little more treacherous water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's 100%.
That's where it gets fishy.
And but like I don't like saying that because I don't like saying
Using that as a defense.
yeah,
to, like,
I
defend
don't
a celebrity,
like
right?
that. I don't like that. But if you're looking at it logically, that is a possibility that she this is Kobe Bryant. I could make money off of this.
Right,
Like, that is
exactly.
a possibility. And I'm not taking a side on either or because I haven't read about
Yeah.
the case enough.
Yeah.
But like it gets like a little bit. You could see a motive behind that. You know
Why
what I
she would
mean?
do this?
Exactly.
So then, what does that lead to your?
Yeah. So lead into my question. When you have people you look up to, superstars like R. Kelly, and to back this, my mom, I know she'll listen to this. My mom has a very strong viewpoint. She doesn't like R. Kelly. If she's an R. Kelly song, she won't like it. And she doesn't anything that has to do with R. Kelly. I have an R. Kelly shirt. She doesn't like it.
Because before this even happened. Before
Because-
this
because-
most recent thing.
But because to be fair, she doesn't know Ignition. Like, you know what I mean? Like that sounds like a joke, but like she doesn't know the music like I know the music.
Yeah.
And she just looks at R. Kelly as a person who's a disgusting person.
Right.
So is it possible to like what someone puts out in the world? Let's call it their art. Let's call Kobe Bryant an artist in basketball.
For sure.
Deep.
That's fair.
Let's call Michael Jackson. Let's call R.
Yeah.
Kelly. Let's call all these people artists. Is it okay and is it allowed or reasonable to like their art but still disagree with their person? Or is who they are as a person too intertwined with their art and you can't separate the two? And if they did that, then you can't like their art.
It's like what you said before. Morally, I don't want to like them, but like, for example, the Kobe Bryant thing. Morally, I should be like, yo, like because I hate cheating
Yeah.
in any
Yeah.
aspect.
Yeah.
You know, I know
That's fair.
cheaters. I tell people, my friends who cheat, like, yo, that was fucked up. You're not cool. Like,
You're not cool anymore.
you're not cool, dog. Like, straight up. But
I think you're cool because you do
but
alcohol.
straight, but straight up,
because you
like,
smoke alcohol.
like Kobe Bryant, my idol, and I do try my hardest to ignore the fact that happened when I shouldn't because of because of the other things he's done positively.
Yeah.
So to answer your question is I don't know how, and I should, but I don't know how.
I think So Simrat, do you think we should
We should
separate,
like
or
same
we
thing
should
with
acknowledge?
with R. Kelly. We should acknowledge to be like, yo, you
Yeah.
did some fucked up shit. Even no matter what you did in this world, like yo, like you know all the good you've done. You did that one bad thing. He did multiple.
the
but
good thing don't outweigh the bad stuff.
I believe the good don't outweigh the bad, but in this instant I'm a hypocrite. I don't follow that mentality,
I
and I
think that-
want to,
yeah.
but I just haven't learned how. Like I just because of what you said. If I hear Ignition, I'm a flirt. I'm a bump to it. Like I'm sorry, it's
Right.
too
I'm
catchy.
gonna lose my shit every time.
Yeah.
Bro,
and
but
it's-
like, I don't think you can.
I
don't
feel
think- yeah.
guilty. Like I do feel guilty.
Go ahead.
I think
know.
that I feel like what Simrat said was very valid. Like you just gotta honestly, you can enjoy it. I feel like you can, but you gotta acknowledge, bro. Like you can't just brush it under the rug. Like you can't sweep it under the rug and say like, "Yo, I like this shit. This guy is immortal. Like he has done no wrong." I think it's just taking people as people. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound super PC right now.
Let's take people as people.
Let's,
Come as
No,
you
but-
are.
but for real, like
we are all human beings.
no, for real, like we all okay. Not trying to, but like there's good with the bad, and these people happen to be on a pedestal and happen to be magnified to this level.
Yeah.
And like I can still enjoy Yo by Chris Brown and understand that he beat the shit out of Rihanna, and that's a terrible thing. He like that's so bad.
Yeah.
Like you never do that. Like that's not a good look, and that's understatement. But that's how I say it.
My thing with this whole thing is you can look at like I'm taking Ignition. Ignition means a lot to me.
Yeah,
Had a
for
lot of
sure,
good life
for sure.
experiences with Ignition.
For sure.
When I hear Ignition, I don't think of R. Kelly. The thing I think of when I hear Ignition is Ignition. The song.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? So when I hear it, I can separate and say this is a good song.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can look at the song. If Ignition and R. Kelly were standing next to each other, this is a good song. This is a bad person.
Yeah.
And I don't think the person has to affect the way I feel about the song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because the most fucked up people make the best shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And that doesn't mean that we have to.
Have fucked up people in the limelight.
We can't, because if we're giving this like say the song is a new entity. It's
Yeah.
a thing by itself.
Yeah.
We can look at it as a solo thing and be like, this is good, they're bad. And I don't think that's that messed up to say.
Just to kind of. Oh, go ahead.
One
Sorry.
more thing.
Yeah. Sorry.
By the way,
Yeah.
LeBron James, best basketball player to ever live, no scratch on his record. One of the best basketball players, ambassadors to the game we've ever had. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Great human. Also,
Just
great
saying.
father.
Just
great human.
saying.
Also, just to end it on something like Kendrick Lamar said, like, can I
Shout
just
out
quote?
K-Dow, shout
Can we
out
always
TDE.
understand on some Kendrick
Shout out
Lamar
High
stuff?
Power.
I'm down, bro. I'm down. He basically in the Zane Lowe interview he just had about Damn, he said something along the lines of like, once I put the music out, it's not mine anymore. Like it's the people's. It's. I think that in a way, it is detached from them, but in no way do we condone anything that all these people did, like at all.
Once it gets out there, it has life. It's its own.
It's its
person.
own- it's its own thing.
It's almost a birthing a new entity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like once you release a song, it's not attached to you anymore.
Yeah.
Because that means something else to every person who's heard it.
Right.
It's a different thing.
But the shit that they did is still fucked up.
It's just crazy. I mean, I completely agree with you, and I follow what you're saying. But I still think we shouldn't though. Like,
I know.
think
I
we
agree.
shouldn't.
I agree.
Like
My-
I do what you're
my
saying.
consciousness tells
Yeah,
me
my
the same
conscience says
thing.
we're wrong. Like
The next time
what
we
I
hear-
do is what you're saying, but my conscience is like we're completely wrong.
The next
like
time
like people that bought O.J. Simpson's jersey, like he murdered someone, but we still buy his jersey.
Bro.
Like yo, what we're supporting?
think
We're
O-
giving him money.
Next time you
Does
hear I'm a
OJ
flirt, someone say turn this shit
does
off.
OJ make money off the show? No, I'm fucking with you. No, the next time we hear Ignition, we're all gonna freeze when we get. And on that note,
And then I'm gonna sing it.
and on that note,
Acapella.
I hope this
Somber.
provided some food for thought for you guys out there. Back to my radio host voice.
Shout out to Bombay.
Shout out to Hydro Flasks. Shout
Shout
out
out to Simrat.
Shout out to Simrat for being on the show. Hey,
Shout out
thanks
to
for
Peer
being-
Pressure. Thank you
Shout
for
out-
having me.
Aw, that was the
man.
first shout out to Peer Pressure we've ever had on the Peer Pressure actual show.
And on that note, thank you, Simrat, for being here. That was
got you
episode
guys.
16. My name is Brandon. My co-host is.
Follow me on Instagram. My name's Domicito. We repping Crocs out here. We repping Bombay. We repping Mexico. You know what
Repping
I'm
coffee.
saying,
Repping
dog.
Covfefe.
Poland.
Poland in the house. Hey, Simrat, you can plug yourself, bro. You can plug yourself.
Hey,
Follow my boy Simrat.
I'm your barber. I'm your
I'm your
bitch.
And we out.
Wait, D-Lo, hold up. Apes.
Together.
Strong.
Vanish.
Peer pressure. Pressure. Peer pressure.